Hello Aries, welcome to a timeless justice for Aries reading where we discuss however the topic of justice would like to be disclosed via one of the sister energies that I read for, which on this channel is for Sekhmet. Bear in mind, to have a relationship with her or not is irrelevant to listening out to the vibrations of the energies that I 7th read. And yeah, just bear in mind whatever brings you here is in true form and listening out to whatever comes from this reading. However, bear in mind you have tapped into a collective insight that I 7th am holding at this time. This is not a personal one-to-one connection that you and I have allotted time for. So it's important that you remember to take your discernment and utilize it while taking everything that resonates with you within the reading and leave anything with the reading behind with me that may not have been to your liking. As already mentioned, this is one of 2 sister channels that I run. This is Sekhmet, the other one that belongs to the energies of Bastet. If you'd like to access her channel or just in general browse some other content of mine, check out the description box below. And know that I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you. I'm a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. And the description box below, somehow, some way, will give you access to my newly launched website where you can find more insight about who I am and also book any services that I have made available for you at this time. All right, whatever brings you here as Aries is again in true form, whether you're in a relationship of knowing it or not, and however the label is again resonating with you, okay? More specifically, feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, please remember feminine and masculine energies are parallel from each other, okay? Femininity has feminine and masculine energies. Masculinity has also feminine and masculine energies. All right, I'm gonna have to embrace myself. There's a lot of repetitive energies coming through. A little double dutch of the same redundancy. All right, justice for Aries. There's a quiet discomfort. Okay, it's like you look like okay, but and that is loud. Okay, so we have the Fool and the Ace of Swords, clarity. So, what's the... I think it speaks on like this newfound set of opportunity to see whether or not this double dutch can leap you into a different pattern. Are you going to recognize your maturity? Are you going to recognize the evolutionary stages, life chapters, beginnings and endings? And are you aware of the cycle? Do you pay attention to seasonal changes, to your own mood changes throughout the rising of the day and the slumbering of your day? Do you pay attention to... I'm just hearing seasonal changes all over again. It's a mix of the unknown with a heavy known. All right, the heavy known is pressing the would be and shall be discomforts of you leaving something that was once familiar and entering into something more. Yeah, it's more, but this more is also with a feeling, but we're not sure yet of this feeling, yeah? The High Priestess. Wow. All right. So clarity is in between the High Priestess and the Fool. Okay. So this is about feeling a bit uncomfortable and comfortable at the same time. Feeling like a metamorphosis is happening here. Okay. The intelligence factor here of the metamorphosis is euphoric, is intellectual. It's more intellectual than physical. Okay. It's more like a euphoria of nostalgia meets home. 444. Wow. Woo. Nostalgia meets home. All right, Aries. Me likey likey. You're stirring the pot. That's for sure. You're stirring the pot. You're stirring the pot. This is very Wheel of Fortune symbolically here for me as well. All right. So I mentioned before that these changes to it's not to come. The more or less the changes occurring now, whether that now is later or within the spectrum of listening out to the reading, is an intellectual sense of euphoria. And then there are steps up to that, where it's the uncomfortable moments into slippery slope, and the slippery slope, though, although it might sound like heat caution, fall risk, you're gonna into possible wounding and injuring. This slippery slope, though, is bringing you to a place of more structure and more finite sense of also belonging. And so this is a very cathartic experience to this sense of nostalgia of, however, I mentioned it earlier, but in more or less your nirvana, 7-Eleven. Wow. I know I said it at 444, and now we had 7-Eleven. It's pretty damn powerful. Be mindful of your third eye, all right? I also saw it earlier with the metamorphosis, with this here little butterfly-esque symbology, but then here with this like little dot on the forehead. You're being targeted. Three of Swords. Okay, so 10 of Wands with the Magician, 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. All right, so this is like the journey of physical meets intellectual, where you can reap the rewards of the battles of having fought your wars, right? And the strategic placement of every lesson along the way. There's a binary coding that took place from the very beginning with the Fool and as a 0 and the Ace of Swords here, clarity. So it's a very structured redevelopment of a personal self that is both physical and intellectual, which is perfect. It's great because it's exactly what you need to get the wheels turning. You have 3 of Swords with the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles, right? The physical elements of the changes that are coming to the 444 clarity that already has taken place, and the 7-Eleven of the self-development, which is pretty cool here. You have the 7 of Pentacles with the 10, the physical attributes of the mental clarity. 10 plus 1 is 11, 7-Eleven. So what you think is not on the board is on board. You may be experiencing symptoms with this, okay? Like symptoms that might seem out of the ordinary. Maybe physical spasms, hot flashes, sense of panic, with a quick sense of calmness after that. It seems a bit neurotic. In worst case scenarios, this could be symptoms from a challenged third eye, not being able to be open, but you sensitive physically, so you might be also experiencing seizures. Okay, so this is something, I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm just all things intuitive, bear this in mind. Binaural beats can assist you in calming the chaotic vibrations behind, quote unquote, the third eye, more or less. Be mindful of app interruptions when listening out to music over long periods of time. All right, so the Chariot. So this is clarity of high vibration being in charge. Okay, this is the energy behind the third eye. You might have even felt it now. In one way or another. So whatever you emotionally don't understand that between yourself and it is however much room you have to grow in learning about yourself. The growing pains of learning about yourself, quite literally. 4 swords here. With the 8 of Pentacles, the growing pains. You really feel it in your chest. All right. You may feel restless when resting, but these are also the energies that are introducing yourself. That groundness needs to come from in between, traveling all those energies. Okay, you're the centerfold here. The Kundalini is in between, running through all the pyramids, stabilizing that energy. All right, I'm hearing change of perspective. As I'm about to show you this card, we have number 38, focus first quarter. I'm hearing be less of a bully here, as I'm about to show you this card, relationships, Juno, 30th. Not 30th, interesting. 30. Huh. Something is going to happen on the 30th. And we have your Aries energy, beginning, number 1. All right, with that being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in this ether of time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.